Hi, this is Brian Evans, and for the next 90 seconds, I want to have your undivided attention because I'm going to show you how to make a check just like this. I just got a check about 4 hours ago from recording this video and made $100,765.29. All right, this business is for real. I am for real, and I'm here to tell you and show you exactly how to make this happen where you live, okay? Listen, not every check that I make in real estate is this big. Some checks are bigger, some are smaller. On average, the profit we make on deals in my area are about 35 to 40 grand on average. This happened to be a pretty damn good day, and you know what? This is more money in one day that I've made than most people make in 2 to 3 years in their job. So if you want to learn how to finally get out of that rat race and get into something that actually puts some serious money in your pocket, some serious control, some serious financial independence and happiness, then you need to watch this video clip right now, because I'm going to show you exactly what this training is and how you can get your hands on it for dirt cheap, and how you would be absolutely crazy not to invest a little bit of money right now with a guarantee that will blow your mind, that you'll make money no matter what. Alright, so watch this video clip right now. I'm going to show you a demo video of what I'm talking about. Alright? I'll see you in just a minute. What I would like to do at this time is show you what actually you receive if you decide to purchase the Transaction Engineer training, which is exactly what this is. So what you are about to purchase is online training that teaches you how to become a real estate investor. And my definition of the best real estate investor out there is called being a transaction engineer. Alright, there's lots of ways to make money in this business, but at the end of the day, you need to know how to have multiple income streams from your real estate investing knowledge. And my definition of being a transaction engineer is doing exactly that. It's knowing how to invest in any type of real estate deal. So what I would like to do is just show you behind the scenes what exactly happens if you decide to make a purchase today. And there's no pressure one way or another, but if you do want to have high quality training from someone who has actually written a couple best-selling books on the topic of real estate investing, as well as still doing it full-time to this very day, then I would highly recommend you consider strongly taking the next step, which is purchasing the online Transaction Engineer training. So when you decide to move forward, here is what you will get. Once you log in, you get access to this Transaction Engineer members area. It's very simple. I teach about buying properties, selling properties, the closing. I go into great detail about foreclosures and short sales. There are a tremendous amount of forms and other agreements that you can download here. I also added a 77 biggest mistakes part that you should strongly listen to and learn which mistakes to avoid in this business as well. So real quickly, I'm not going to spend too much time, but I just did want to show you exactly how this works. There are a total of 19 modules, and they're all in video form. So this training was actually recorded from a live 3-day training event that I held in Lexington, Kentucky, where I only let 5 people into this room. Alright, so this was a $7,000 training event. I only let 5 people in this room. It was a very private, exclusive event where I could specifically train and teach the best of what I know in this business in manual form, and get it on audio and get it on video, so that way I can now offer it to you, to the public, for this training material. So you would obviously want to start with Module 1, which is an introduction to real estate. It then goes into Module 2, buying properties. There are Q&A sessions after each module where the audience asked me questions, and I answered those questions as best as I could based on their questions to basically recap the modules that we just had. Again, it continues into buying properties, different ways to find sellers, how to communicate with sellers, how to make offers, home walkthroughs, repair estimates, etc. Then we jump into selling properties, how to find buyers, how to pre-screen and present offers to buyers, how to get commitments, and obviously bonus Q&A modules as well. Then we jump into Module 10, which is the closing, getting paid. Obviously the most important part is to get paid. Additional success tips when investing. Bonus Q&A modules for 10 and 11. Then what I've done, so basically buying and selling, those were the first 2 days of this 3-day training event. The third day was a day we spent specifically on foreclosures and short sales. So the remaining 12 to 19 modules are specifically talking about foreclosures and short sales, because there's still there's still plenty of those types of deals out there, and I strongly recommend that if you're going to do investing in real estate, that you have foreclosures, short sales, REOs in your arsenal of investing as well. So I'll dive into great detail. So there is an entire manual on the foreclosures and short sales section alone. I dive into the introduction of this, finding these types of sellers, how to pre-screen these types of sellers, how to collect and submit paperwork to the lender when doing short sale negotiations, how to follow up and create action from the lender, how to involve a realtor in this business if you want to do that as well, which I recommend you do, how to get approval and get a buyer commitment when you go to resell that foreclosure or short sale, how to close quickly and repeat, and then obviously bonus Q&A modules as well. From there, we dive into the next part, which you'll have access to, and you have access to all of these modules immediately. I would recommend, however, that you start from beginning to end. If you jump around too much, you're going to probably miss information that I covered, so it's strongly advised that you start from beginning to end. Forms and downloads, I'll click on this area here so you can see. This is where you download your training manuals. So there's a training manual for modules 1 through 11. There's a training manual for modules 12 through 19. And then actually the entire training was transcribed. The audio was transcribed, so you'll have access to the entire transcription. So if you want to read through that information as well, you can do that here by downloading that. And then there's a total of 89 forms and documents which you can download for use as well. And those include purchase and sale agreements, authorization forms, trust documents, you name it. So 89 of my best, most commonly used forms are available to you there. And then obviously, as I mentioned, the 77 Biggest Mistakes area, which is a 4-part audio program, which you have access to as just a special bonus, which I think you'll enjoy. So if we start from the beginning, then obviously you go to Introduction to Real Estate Investing, but let's just jump right over here into Module 10, which is Getting Paid. And just so you can just see an idea about how this program is actually laid out. Again, it's an online members area. When you purchase, you'll have immediate access to be able to dive right into this material. You don't have to wait for any shipping or anything like that. Module 10, Getting Paid, this is basically how it looks. There's a breakdown of how this specific module is going to be delivered to you, what type of content you can expect, and then obviously there is a video program here, so I'm going to click play and you can just get a quick vibe on how this works. Okay, who wants to get paid? Yes? Let's get paid. This is it. This is what you guys have been waiting for. Now what you see here is we have gone through here, stopped at 4, we've gone through here, stopped at 4, and now we're going to input the buyer with the seller deal and get paid. Close and repeat. You want to get a paycheck. This is what it's all about. So you do all the great stuff till now, and I'm going to be honest with you, this is not the most difficult part. Because this is really the part, if you've done everything right, that a professional should handle for you. Professional being the attorney. But there are some nuances that we need to cover, and we're going to cover those right now. So this section is all about completing your purchase, completing your sale, so you're doing both, and then getting paid. Just get my watch up here. Okay. 170. So now what? You have found a motivated seller, and you have a contract to buy. You have a commitment from an interested buyer or a tenant buyer, and you're ready to sell. What you do now is you let the professionals close the deal for you. You do not do tabletop closings. This is what you do. Okay, you get the contract to buy, you get the contract to sell, you put the two together, and that's when you make money. So, funding this closing. Funding the closing, this ultimately depends on how you are buying the property. If you're taking over a debt and buying a property subject to, then the only funds you'll need will be the down payment money that you've negotiated with the seller and any other closing costs. So if you can buy a property with no money down, like I've done on both of those occasions, as you saw in this manual, subject to and seller finance and a bunch of others, then that's getting a property with no money. Okay, so as you can see there, I just wanted to give you a special glimpse on how this training works. You get to look at my pretty face the whole time. The manuals that I go through in this training are the exact manuals that you will have access to, so you're going to want to download those so you can be skimming through those as we go through the training. That's how this training will work most effectively for you. And at the end of the day, follow this training from beginning to end. Pretend you're in the room with me and the rest of the audience so you can go through this materials. You're going to have questions, write them down, and you'll have access to everything and more. So I strongly suggest that, listen, if you're looking for an instant online training that's affordable, where you can begin to go through immediately and then have access to go through and take the information back to your place of living where you live and implement this information right away to begin to close your first deal within hopefully the next 30 days, then you should have everything you need right here. That inside demo video was a members only video showing you exactly what my training entails. Alright, that was recorded from a live 3-day workshop where I only let 5 people in this room. It was a $7,000 per person to attend this little event. And I say little, but it was some big stuff that was shared. So big that it shows you how I do things like this every single day. Okay, guys, I run one of the best, most successful private real estate investing companies in the country. I'm a 2-time best-selling author. I'm damn good at what I do. And I make all my money in real estate. I do training and consulting on the side for really one primary reason, because I want to help you. But from a selfish standpoint, I'm looking to partner and do more deals with more students such as yourself. So if you're looking for somebody to be a private lender or to be a partner or different things like that, then you have to put a little bit of skin in the game. You have to invest in yourself, learn my training, and depending on where it goes from there, the sky's the limit. So my job is to help you make some more money and hopefully develop a relationship that can be mutually beneficial and extremely financially successful in the long term. So I tell you what, take some action right now. Invest $197. Find some way to scrape it together and get this. You will not be disappointed. I have a double your money back guarantee. So take some action right now. Have a little faith in me, and you can soon hopefully be closing deals just like this. I'm going to show you how I do it once you sign up. All right, so take action, sign up for the training, and get started immediately. The ball's in your court. I know you can do it. Take action. See ya.